Welcome all. So today's topic is negative Rahu symptoms. Yes, we'll be talking about that what are the symptoms that each one of you can easily gauge and come to the decision or come to the analysis that your Rahu is negative. And this can be seen for any family members of yours, yourself as well. Okay, so let's get started. I have made bullet points. I have made points which are easily accessible to you to understand without even having any astrological knowledge. These are those kind of symptoms. Okay, so the first aspect to it is about the mental disease. Now, if any one of you is going through some mental illness, it is one of the very strongest symbols of or symptoms of Rahu. Okay, because Rahu creates an illusion in front of you. Rahu creates something which is or not there, but it makes you feel as if it's there. So because of this difference of the mind and the reality that is being shown to you, or the reality that is being made felt to you, okay, something that you feel is created by Rahu. That's why they say it's like a smoke, it's an illusion. What's out there is not clearly understood. Okay, so creating an illusion, and then illusion creating a mental disease, confusion in the mind, is due to Rahu. Second is body possession. Yes, when it comes to ghosts, witches, supernatural things attacking you, even the psychic attacks for that matter, if suddenly you start experiencing psychic attacks, then you must check your Rahu, that maybe it is going towards the negative side now, maybe due to some yoga or yoga that is being created, or a nakshatra that Rahu has gone recently into. It can create that body possession for you. You can have a counter with supernatural or paranormal incidences. Okay, then stomach related issue, any disease which is related to the stomach is also a significance of a bad Rahu, of a negative Rahu. All right, now sometimes you must have seen people swinging like this. They're like just swinging like this. So swinging of the body or being in a swinging drunken situation is also a negative aspect of Rahu. Okay, of course, to talk about excessive alcohol, being into drugs, even giving injections to yourself for the drugs, all those kind of things, excessive alcohol, drug related things, intoxicating things, all of that is Rahu negative aspect. Okay, then also getting the wrong people in your life, the wrong partners in relationships, whether it's a man or a woman, is also the significance of a bad Rahu. All right, negative Rahu. Now, yes, gadgets are important, I always say, because it's high technology, but getting addicted to gadgets and not being able to think about anything else, wasting your time in sitting on the television and just watching it for entertainment purposes and not for work purposes or anything sensible, is also the negative aspect of Rahu. Okay, be very clear on this. Then watching horror movies. Now, these people whose Rahu is acting in a negative way in their horoscope, they love watching horror movies. They'll be scared, but they love watching that. It is a very strange thing. They'll be very scared of horror movies, but they'll still watch it. Okay, that's like a feeding to them, to Rahu. All right, then Wi-Fi usage in access, but again for unnecessarily mediums, like chatting with friends, different men, women who are least concerned with your life, just killing time and just enjoying yourself and wasting your time and wasting time with wrong people and useless people, okay, over chats through Wi-Fi, is also one of the negative aspects of Rahu. Okay, now excess of sexual practices is also something to do with negative Rahu. This is something which is so common that you can get as somebody who's all the time thinking about the porn movies or excessive usage of sexual pleasures. All that is an aspect of negative Rahu. Okay, then lung concerning diseases also, like I said, stomach related diseases. Similarly, lungs related diseases are also Rahu based. Okay, sleeping disorder, not being able to sleep in the night, is also a negative Rahu aspect. Then cutting your hands. You must have seen people having marks on their hands, you know. Sometimes they cut this because of their love affairs or depression or some mental imbalance. They cut their veins, they cut their hands, they have bruises on their hands. All that is with sharp edges, with sharp knives or weapons, is something to do with bad Rahu, because that bad Rahu is something that will increase this blood related self-harm activities. All right. Then abusive language. Now people who have bad language have excessive abusive language. In every statement they'll use at least 2 to 3 abusive terms. You know, this is very common for them and they don't even realize it. For them it's very normal. It makes sense to them completely. And for the other people who are watching them, they're like, oh my god, what kind of a language this person is using. So these are some of the aspects that I told you which are very common and something that you can gauge easily. You don't have to go to an astrologer to get it checked. You can practically see in your daily life with maybe your sister's brother, wife, husband, or any relative, or even a friend for that matter. And then you can actually get the diagnosis done and see that in what degree this Rahu is having the negative effects. And then from there you can actually get the remedies done and everything. So if you're facing any of these symptoms, get the case study done. Of course, you know it's a negative Rahu, but in what aspect it's negative and what are the more details of this negative Rahu goes individually for every case in a different way. Okay, so that's about it. Tomorrow I'll see you with another topic. Till then, goodbye.